All right. Well, my brother got here is these 3 tractor tires. Now, a good while back, did a video where he jumped up on the 3 tires. But what we did today was we got a 2x12 we put on top of it. So he got another couple inches to jump even that much higher. And you can see how high this comes up on his, almost to his chest. Be 54 in a couple months, so y'all check this out. Good job, man. Good job. That's explosive right there. Good job.
All right, next, what my brother has here is a spoon. Now, he's not going to bend the spoon in half. That'd be easy. But what he's going to do is twist this spoon up. Check this out. Check that out. Check that out. There's the other one. There you go. Good job. Good job. All right, I'm going to be reading in Philippians chapter 3, verses 13 and 14. This is the Apostle Paul writing. He says, "Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God in Jesus Christ." So Paul is saying that he is pressing on toward knowing Christ more. He's not satisfied where he is, so he forgets what's behind and he reaches for what is ahead. Now, I heard a preacher say, don't spend too much time looking in the rearview mirror. A much bigger piece of glass called the windshield should have your focus, because where you're going is a lot bigger than where you've been.
Well, that's a simple explanation right there, but it's so true.
Yeah.
You know, Paul, before he was converted over to be a Christian, was Saul, and he hated Christians. Matter of fact, he persecuted the Christians and he tortured them. So if he would have dwelled on the past, he would have never been what I consider the greatest apostle of all of them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And in verse 14 that I read, you know, the way to get over yesterday is to have a forward focus, to press on. And Paul knows that one day he will appear before Christ. And his thought is, when I come into his presence, I don't want to be ashamed.
That's true. That's the truth. You know, if you think about it, if you dwell on the past, on the negative, you can't be an effective witness for Christ.
That's right.
And even if you're, you know, looking on the past as something that you did positive, you're taking your eyes off what you're supposed to be doing today, because, you know, the Lord's going to, I just think he's going to ask me each day, I think, what have you done for me today?
That's it.
We're not talking about yesterday or last week.
Right.
So you can't, you know, rest on your laurels.
Exactly. Exactly. The bottom line is, if you think you can live a careless, Christian life and not answer for it, you're wrong. One day every person will stand before him. Even Christians will give an account of how we live this life. So we need to make sure that we're living for him.
Exactly. Exactly. Truth. This is truth.
See you on the next video.